in my family, we used to go down to Thanksgiving in Houston. We drive down to Houston. We're up here in Tulsa, and we would drive on down to Houston. And when you get to Houston, Houston's kind of down here, right at the kind of the. This is the worst drawing of Texas ever, but the point is, Houston's kind of right down here on the coast, okay? Right here by the Gulf of Mexico. And we get down here, the family would cook food. They'd cook these recipes, like unbelievable recipes. And the family would take out the recipe, and when they got out that recipe for awesome stuff, we're talking about smoked turkey, they had this unbelievable dressing, had just unbelievable, they had stuffing, they had mashed potatoes, they had the sweet potatoes. I'm getting hungry thinking about it, but they were just awesome. And they'd pull out the recipe, and they would go through, and it would say, add a cup of this, and a cup of that, and a cup of this. And they're all on these index cards. And they could make the most incredible food. Well, one year in particular, I remember that there was this huge problem. And the problem is that no one could find these recipes. And they're going, I think we used to add a third of this and a half of this. They do it every year. For 30 years they've been making the same thing. And they're going, I think you add this. I think it was, and I just remember eating the meal, and we were all sitting around going, kind of like that Christmas Vacation, National Lampoons, where they're just having that just nasty turkey dinner. If you don't know what I'm talking about, work with me. But it's like a well overcooked dinner, and we're all just going, can you pass the, and anything that we could buy, anything we bought from the store, we wanted that. We're like, could you pass the pumpkin pie that we bought from the store? Because you didn't want the pie that we made, because it was nasty. And everything was nasty. And in businesses, that's how it is. Like if you don't follow a checklist or a system for closing, or for closing deals, or for opening your shop, or shutting down your shop, or how you do your end of the day wrap up, or how you balance your cash flow, that is a problem. So the two big lessons I want you to get here is one, on the closing, yes, definitely assume the close is made, and definitely confirm the details. Yes, as a broad, yes, that's the strategy. But on a deeper level, the second idea is make sure you're making a checklist and an actual step-by-step process, a workflow, so that you can close deals systemically and every time. Because if you build a business and you're the only one who can close the deals, you're not building a business, you're just building busyness. And the difference between busyness and business, it's just a letter, but it's a totally different thing. You can't sell busyness. No one wants to buy busyness. People do want to buy a business, and a business works without you, meaning that you're working on the business, not in the business. So make sure you take the time to script it out, build the checklist, build the system, make sure you do it. Marshall, back to you.
So we're going through, we're talking about closing the deal. So the first is you gotta, create that emotion to buy. Okay?
Yep, gotta do it.
It's gotta, the body's majority water, might not look like it, but the close is majority emotion.
Might not look like it, but it is.
Okay, and so you gotta know that we're only confirming the sale. We're assuming it's closed, and so we actually need to just assume with the questions that we're outlining, okay? So we're gonna go through, we're gonna actually script out the questions that we're gonna do, the who, the what, the where, the when, the how, okay?
Gotta do it.
And then you find out, make the little tweaks, and once you have that script, it makes the tweaks a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now we've walked through on how to close. We're assuming that you've gotten to the closing point. So if you need help with the first couple parts of it, go watch the sales video on how to create the rapport, the needs, the benefits, and now you'll be able to close.
And just go up to the search bar and just type in sales, and you'll find it all there. We have awesome training with Jim Cathcart, training with myself, training with other mentors. But Thrivers, we just want you to know that this move right here, if you already have leads, in particular, this guy in Arizona or gal in Arizona, if you already have leads, honestly, if you have leads, I worked with a real estate agent about 5-6 years ago, and this particular person was awful at closing. And just learning this, and I'm not exaggerating, he's able to put an extra $50,000 a year in his pocket just by being able to close the deals he was working on. For whatever reason, he just couldn't get the listing agreement going, and now he gets them all going, and that's how you do it. So this is something you can do, and for further reading, if you're a reader, you like reading, Soft Selling in a Hard World by Jerry Vass is the book we recommend.
Absolutely. Your wisdom blows my mind.
Your Americanism has never been in question.
Thank you.